welcome back to my channel. If you happen to be new here, or if you've watched me since, when did I start my channel? 2017? Or if you've come somewhere along the way, welcome or welcome back. But as you've probably seen from the title and from the thumbnail, I wanted to do a bit of a book themed video, like the ultimate book video. Just really doing all things that are related to books and that are book themed. I feel like most of the videos I watch now are either vlogs or book themed videos. So I've dabbled with my book content before, but I thought it'd be fun to just kind of do like a bit of a book vlog. Just take you probably over the next weekish or so. Books that I'm reading, scrapbooking, going to see It Ends With Us, which I feel like is like book themed. What else? I kind of want to give my bookshelf a bit of a makeover, so I thought we could do that together. I've never done this before, but I was thinking it could be fun to set myself a monthly TBR. Pick a few reads that I'll read next month in September together. I don't know, I haven't really planned exactly what I want to do. Really just all things books. So if you are a fan of books and if you're very much like on Book Talk and Booktube like I am, I hope you'll enjoy. And if books aren't your thing and you follow my other content, that's so fine. I will not be offended if you're like, this isn't my thing. But to start off this video, this is what I'm currently reading, Reckless by Lauren Roberts, which is the second book in, well, second book? There's Powerless and then Powerful, the novella, and then Reckless. And I am this close to finishing it. Chapter 49, page 171. I don't know if there's an epilogue, like 1 or 2 chapters left, and so I thought we could finish it together because okay, obviously something is about to happen. It's the end of the book. I kind of have a feeling of what I think might happen, and I don't want to say it because obviously if I could be so wrong. I might write it in my notes just so I can like have proof that I wrote it before I read it, because I just have a feeling that I know what's going to happen. We're so close to the end, so maybe literally everyone at this point had a feeling of what was going to happen. For a bit of backstory, I feel like, as many of us did, loved Powerless. It was a 5-star read for me. I've read it twice. I did a reread last month, the month before. It's nothing crazy, it's nothing like never seen before, but the banter, the characters, the storyline, I loved it so much. And I feel like so far, I'm almost done. This book is different to how I expected. I think honestly for the first low-key like half, maybe third to a half, I was like, okay. It kind of like dragged a bit. I don't know if it was just like the mood I was in or the book. I would say I definitely preferred Powerless, and I just feel like I with Powerless couldn't put it down like at any point of the book. Yeah, I feel like this is just a little bit slow, but I have really enjoyed it. I feel like from halfway onwards I've been obsessed with that. I mean, I love the characters, so I feel like it is easy. Even if like not a whole lot is happening, I'm just obsessed with it, because when Peyton and Kai are together, I'm obsessed. I could literally just be having like the most basic conversation you've ever heard, and I'm like, I'm sad. I was thinking this was definitely going to be 5-star, and I don't think it is. I also haven't explained anything about this book, but I think I just assumed that everyone has probably read it, or at least has read Powerless, so like kind of knows. But for those of you who don't know, it is a fantasy series. It's based off The Hunger Games and Red Queen, the book, if you've read that. And I mean, obviously I've just gushed about Powerless. It is so good, the first book. And then there's the novella, which was set at the same time period as the first one, but different characters. So this picks off straight after the ending of the last book, which if you've read the last book, Powerless, the ending is insane. I think I read it around maybe this time last year. From finishing that book to starting this book, it was a long wait, and this is probably one of my most anticipated reads of the year, which I always feel like maybe books being so anticipated kind of sets them up for a little bit more of a failure, because I'm like so excited going in with very high expectations. Anyway, if what I think is going to happen happens, the third book is going to be a, you know what I'm saying? But also, that book's probably over a year away. So, oh my gosh, I think this is the last chapter. I've just seen the next chapter is the epilogue. Okay. Why is the fact that there's an audience making it like so much more stressful? Like, what is he gonna say? There's something about when characters have to pretend gets me every time. Like this doesn't give anything away, but in this last chapter, Kai is very much pretending to be someone, and I'm just obsessed with it. I'm like, oh, like I know he's trying so hard to act this way, and I know this isn't how he feels, but he's doing such a good job at acting like it. I am sad. Oh. Okay, just the line, this doesn't give anything away. That's not what I asked, brother. It's giving The Vampire Diaries. I have to cover what's happening at the end because I'm reading ahead. No. This is what I thought was gonna happen. I knew it kept getting mentioned for a reason. Okay, this is the epilogue. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, need the third book right this very second. I have no idea when I'm reading this book. I mean, I probably should let it digest for a second. I feel like right now it's sitting around the 4 stars. I did still love it. Like, as I said, it's the characters. I love these characters, so I feel like it would have been really hard for it to be like under a 4. I'm feeling a 4. I feel like that feels clean. I mean, Wow, I can't believe I'm just done. It's weird, it wasn't a long book. Like, how many pages is there? 377 pages. So it's not a short book, but it low-key felt long. Or at least the first half I feel like felt long, and then I feel like the last half went really quickly. But wow, books and specifically series that you have to wait for are so weird, because you're so excited to read them, and then you read it, and then all of a sudden you're just finished, and then you're not in the world anymore, and you just have to be like, well, cool, what do I do now? I just have to enter another world and get attached to other characters, but I know I'll be back with these like in a year or two's time. Okay, I'm so excited right now. G and I are going to see It Ends With Us, and I thought I would include it in this book themed video because it's obviously a book adaptation. I remember reading It Ends With Us. It was, I think, I was gonna say it was my first Colleen Hoover book, but I'm pretty sure what was the one called? Why am I thinking it was called Miles something? I think the guy's name was Miles. What was that book called? I'm sure so many of you are just like screaming at me right now being like, it's this one. I can't think of it right now, but I'll insert it for you just in case. That was my first Colleen Hoover book, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure my next one was It Ends With Us, and I read it in like a day. I binged it, I loved it, and I do think it was one of the first books that I was like, oh my gosh. You know the trend right now that's like, what is it? I don't even know. There wouldn't be this if there wasn't, no. There wouldn't be this if there hadn't been you. And I've been seeing a bunch being like, there wouldn't be this, and it's like all of their books and like their whole bookshelf if there hadn't been you. And it's like one specific book that really got them into reading. And I think It Ends With Us would be up there. I think in my adult life, definitely, like if I want to say things like Harry Potter and Divergent and The Hunger Games, that was what really got me into reading when I was like early teens. But in my adult life, I literally remember the day I was reading it, I could not put it down. Pretty sure did I vlog it? I'm not sure. Sam and I like went on this little adventure, and we set up his car with like blankets and everything. Took the dogs, got donuts, and I remember I was like, oh, just like start reading my book, and then I could not put it down. The rest of it, like I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat, I couldn't do anything until I finished this book. I need to leave. I'm gonna drive to G's, and then we'll go from hers and then myself a matcha. I am obsessed with my at-home matchas right now. I've gotten to the point where I've mastered the at-home recipe so much so that I don't want to go out and get one, which is good for so many reasons, because one, I'm saving so much money by not one, I'm saving so much money from not going out and spending, like, I feel like matchas are just getting more and more expensive too, especially like strawberry ones. So cheaper, fun to make. Like I love making it, like the whole process of like getting my whisk and just making it, I love. And I can just have it whenever I want because it's obviously at home. There wouldn't be this if there hadn't been you. Isn't it crazy that there wouldn't be anything about my life, like any of the travel I've done, any really exciting things I get to do, if there hadn't been. It's a bit cheesy, but it's true. Even like this car, I remember buying it and I was like so excited that I bought my own car. That was literally from YouTube. Like I was able to buy this car because of YouTube, which means it was because of you. Like that is just crazy. And I really hope you know I never ever take that for granted as well. Anyway, we got a bit deep there. Is anyone else obsessed with Phineas's new song For Crying Out Loud? I've been having to hold myself back from playing it on repeat. I love it so much and it's made me so excited for his album. Great song!
Hey believer. Pretty in pink or all see through.
It's not really the vibe that I'm here for right now. Yeah, this is it.
Time breaks your heart.
Thingies! Hi guys! Bit hot. I'm so hot and flustered. Oh my gosh, I got the heater on. God, you're great. I put makeup on for the first time in a week. Why'd you tell me? The microphone's out again. We're sitting on recliner seats. Look at my feet. Very comfortable. What do you think you're going to rate this movie out of 10?
Oh, it's kind of like I read the book, but it's so long ago, so I don't really remember, so I don't think I'll be upset at like the little things they miss. I wouldn't be surprised if I rate it quite highly. Maybe like a 7, an 8, maybe. I love Justin. Raphael. Team Raphael forever. But like, you can't love him, so I think above a 5, I think.
Thank you so much for that. Oh, there we go. I think, thanks for asking. Just in case you want to know. I'm thinking I'm going to really like it.
Do you think that you'll cry?
I'm not a massive crier in movies, but maybe everyone says they cry. Do you think you will?
I'm a bit of a crier, so I wouldn't be surprised, yeah.
We'll keep you updated.
I'm a bit numb.
How does one go on after that?
I do not know.
I don't have the answer. Oh my god, that was a lot.
Did you cry?
I did.
Me too.
I was like, yeah, I really don't think I'm going to.
I'm not much of a crier.
No. It was the scene before my tears ricochet started. Yeah. It was already starting in my eyes. I was like, okay, just like a bit of misty, and then
and then we got.
I was just like, we both looked at each other.
Yeah, we went. Like the song was in the trailer. I don't know why we were so shocked, but still.
It was just like that time of the movie. I wasn't expecting. It just took me by surprise. It did. And Skinny Love, when Skinny Love started. Oh.
I feel like songs really like can make a movie so much better.
I agree.
Unwritten in Anyone But You.
So true. The soundtrack is like key to a good movie.
Skinny Love and My Tears Ricochet. Forgot about so many things.
Me too.
What was happening? I was like,
the phone in the back of the pocket when he was writing down. I was like, oh my.
Also, like,
pocket phone.
What year is this in? Because like just type the number into the phone.
So true.
But like following the book.
Yeah, it's an iPhone like 12.
Yeah, like pick it up and unlock it. It was so funny too because there were some older ladies in our row and like
they'd never read the book. It was very
the
cool.
scene when they're at Atlas's restaurant for the first time and then looks up and then she gets a flashback to like young Atlas. The lady was like
Do you know what I heard them say at one point? They were like, Jayne the Virgin, Raphael Solano. It was like probably half an hour into the movie.
That's so funny.
No.
Like, oh, Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
Serena.
There was a few scenes where I was like, whoa, you're giving such Serena.
No, I don't think she can ever not
be Serena Vanderwoodson.
Like maybe she just is Serena in real life.
The way she was like talking and laughing.
She's such like a breathy actor too.
Yeah, she is. Young Lily and older Lily. I don't think you could have gotten a better pairing.
No.
Oh.
Young Atlas I really loved.
And I loved old
Atlas.
To be fair, when I first saw Old Atlas, I was like, But in the movie, yeah, I really see it.
Look, the older I get, the more I realise that looks
aren't everything.
Groundbreaking stuff. It's
hot take right now.
Never heard before. He was so great.
So nice. There were so many times where I just got full body goosebumps. When when I started crying was like when I first started was when Alyssa was like, when she said it, I was just like.
Loved her.
I loved her. I remember loving her in the book though as well. I feel like there was so many lines that were exactly from the book.
Yeah.
I did get a bit emotional as well at the end when she was like, "Dance with us."
Yeah, I agree.
I wonder if they'll do It Starts With Us.
Yeah.
I feel like
it depends if there's drama. I feel like they should have like a trigger warning.
Yeah, I feel like because it's not super warnings. It's with the trailer.
No,
and like,
and especially with all the like publicity around it, it's not really being like advertised.
No. We gather here.
Let's drive home to Skinny Love.
Yeah, Skinny Love and My Tears Ricochet. Thank you.
I just made myself a matcha and put it in a takeaway cup, so it feels like I've just gone out and gotten a matcha, but it's my homemade one, which is my favorite. But I've been wanting to do this for a while, so I thought we could do this today. This is my bookshelf, which I feel like I can't remember the last time I showed it. I mean, it's probably in the background of videos all the time, but I've been making progress in filling this up. I got these shelves in the beginning of the year, and I'll insert a photo or some vlog footage of when I first got them. But we've made some moves in filling it up. I haven't really touched it other than just like adding more books to it since I first set up. So I thought we could do a bit of like a reorganization. And then I also have a couple of new things, like cute little decorations to pop on them as well. So I thought I could just like pull, I don't think I'll pull all of them off, but just kind of like, I feel like there's a few bits that are just not organized. Give it a little refresh. Lena just texted me saying she's out the front. She's got a package for me. All of my packages go to her house because it's so much easier. It's so much easier to get them delivered to her at her house rather than my apartment building. She was just driving past, so she's going to drop them off. I'm going to go to the parcel. I'm very excited. We can open it together and then we can do the bookshelf. Okay, I just went and got the parcel from her. I'm very excited because it's jewellery. Oh, is that actual writing? That is so neat. Designed to channel your inner cool girl. So it's a two-toned jewellery. Oh my gosh, look at those. And they kind of look like shells to me. Wait, that's the perfect summer earring. I'm going to just try it all on right now. Wait, I'll go through them and then we can try them all on. Oh my gosh, the two-tone. See, I've always been a purely gold girl, but I could get around gold and silver. I feel like you look so cool with both, and I feel like, oh, is this a ring? It is. Wait, I love it. It kind of looks like you've just got a stack. That's cool. A two-tone bangle that matches the ring. I feel like it looks very chic having gold and silver. Basically all of my jewelry is all jazz handmade, and that has been for so long now. These earrings you've seen me wear to death. I love them so much. Like, look at how different I look without them. And then I've showed before. Whoa, that looks like scary. Both of these are jazz handmade as well, my little stack. And I often get questions about this one actually. This is the initial necklace. I love it. It's just so dainty and cute. But I've been really enjoying recently just accessorizing with a bit more statement pieces, and I feel like these are all of them. I love a statement earring, especially if you've got a slip back. Like, it just, I feel like it makes you look so put together. I mentioned it a couple times on my channel because I have worked with jazhandmade a couple times before. I love the jewelry so much. I'm very picky, I feel like, with my jewelry because I just leave it on constantly. I'm very lazy with jewelry. I love to shower in it. I love to sleep in it. I love to swim at the beach, at the pool. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I love jazhandmade, because it's good quality pieces. And as I said, I'm quite lazy with it, so I feel like I really test my jewelry. So I can very, very, very confidently say that I've tried and tested jazhandmade for literally over a year now, and I love all my pieces. They've got the perfect mix of staples, like your staples, simple pieces, and then like statement pieces. So I feel like I'm quite basic with my clothing. So accessorizing with jewelry just really takes like an outfit up a notch, and just like the whole vibe. Like, I just feel like when your jewelry is cool, you look cooler. I also do always have a code with jazhandmade, which is just LOVESOPHIE, and that will save you, I'm pretty sure it's 10% off the whole website. So any of the pieces, if you want to go something that's just like dainty and simple that you'll never have to take off, or a little bit more statementy, like this new collection, which is just so cool. I love it. Don't mind my scarf. I forget about this scarf. This was cookbook shoot week and I was so stressed, and then I cut myself and I was like, oh, it doesn't matter, just keep going. Turns out it ended up being like a really deep cut. Put all of the specific links down below so it's just very easy to click. I feel like with jewelry as well, I always tell myself cost per wear is so cheap. Like, I never take it off. Anyway, these are my two new additions to the bookshelf. I am so excited about both of them. This is a little vase that I got from Kmart the other day, and Lang said this would look so good on your bookshelf, and I was like, so true. It'll just like add, I feel like it'll add a nice little pop and just like break it up. And then the other day I literally got into G's car. She was picking me up for something. I can't remember what we were doing, but I literally go to open her door and then I just see this little guy sitting in the passenger side seat, just like this. And this has been the deli cut I have wanted for so long, and it is just impossible to find. It's toast or bread. I just wanted it for so long because look at how cute he is. Let me know what you think I should name him. I think it's just like Mr. Bread sounds perfect. And I also have a Mr. Egg. I also thought Benny could be cute. Like Benny the bread. Anyway, so I've got these two that I want to add to the bookshelf. And I think, I'm just trying to think, since I last showed you, I think I got a couple more. Rach bought me these little marshmallows for my birthday, and then I got a couple of little sunny angels which I just put around, which I think is so cute. They add so much. I did it better. I'm so sorry the lighting is just not great in here. The sun just like doesn't really hit this little space, but this is a better look. My little at-home library that I'm creating. Currently I kind of have no structure to it, but I feel like I want to have a little bit more. I don't know. It's not like I'm unhappy with it, but I just feel like I want to do a bit of like a rejig. This currently is my whole TBR shelf. So this is all the books that I haven't read, and I do enjoy having like a shelf dedicated to books that I haven't read. Got a Emily Henry shelf, of course, which is basically just my 3 copies of Happy Place. Funny story will go there as well once I read it, but I just haven't read it. I kind of want to save it for the summertime, and I feel like it's really warming up now, and I feel like it gives me a summertime read, so I kind of want to save it to read by the beach. I don't know. I have a Jessa Hastings shelf, which I lent out my other copies of Magnolia Park, so that will be full, probably too full actually, when I get my original copies back. This is kind of just random. I kind of started it as a blue shelf, and then it just went to whatever kind of, I was gonna say romance, but it's just like a miscellaneous. And then this kind of started off as my pink shelf, and then obviously just ended up going into a bit of yellow and red. And then up here is kind of fantasy, and then just some randoms. I got this, which I think is beautiful. I really want to do a reread of this. Read this, I want to say 2020, maybe 2021. I think I either borrowed it or read it on my Kindle or something, and then I saw this copy of it. It's just so beautiful. I can't remember where I got this actually. It's got gold edges and it's like hardcover and looks like the green dress. So I really want to do a review of that, but I don't know what to put it. Powerless, where's Reckless? Oh, I think it might still be. I think it's on my bedside table. I'm gonna go get that. Obviously just finished this so I can add that to up there, but it's not gonna fit up there, so we'll have to do a bit of rejigging. I also, which is a bit silly of me, but I bought this, which is the same book, just the soft cover from BW when it first came out, and then when I was in Barnes I had to get this because this is the Barnes exclusive one, and hardcover, and that's the one I read. Do I keep both? I'm not sure. Like, I have the normal Powerless. This section's a bit all over the place. It's kind of my self-helpy or like non-fiction self-help kind of books down here. I'm also currently listening to Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. This is this month's? Yeah, July's book club book. Read like a couple of years ago I started this book and I was really enjoying it, but I just put it down and didn't pick it up. I feel like I'm usually awful with non-fiction books. I do that all the time, but it's book club book, which is perfect because I will actually finish it. Now a Stan series. It's on Stan. Stay there, mister. But yeah, anyway, I'm currently listening to that. And then I started a new shelf down here for Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows, which I read last month. And I just have lessons in chemistry randomly down there because it kind of didn't fit anywhere else. So it's just all over the place. I might like take off some bits and then just just start again. I feel like this is gonna be really satisfying. It's either gonna be really frustrating or really satisfying. Like I might not be able to get it right, but equally it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. So shiny in the camera. Does it look like it in real life?
No.
I started a new book. I just went and looked at my bookshelf and I stood there for like, I don't even know, it felt like a long time. It was probably a few minutes. And I love it now because I have a full shelf of books to read, like my TBR shelf. It kind of feels like I'm book shopping because I've got so many books to choose from. I've finally decided to pick up Addicted to You, start the Addicted Callaway series, I think it's called. I'm excited. I've heard so much. I feel like series are some people's favorite books ever, or I feel like I've heard a lot of people say it's like the books that got them into reading. So I'm very excited to start it. It smells so good. This is like what I want every book to smell like. It smells so I could just, you know what I'm saying? I have absolutely no idea what it's about. I'm really going in blind, but I've said it before, it's kind of my favorite way to go into a book. Obviously I'm going to read before bed. And I thought I could start it. I obviously just finished Reckless, which was a fantasy, so I thought it would be fun to change up my genre. And I'm excited. Like, am I going to be obsessed with this series? And I thought I would just update you that I'm going to start it. I'm going to take it to bed. I'm not feeling too tired, so I reckon I'll get quite a bit of reading done tonight as well. And then I'll update you tomorrow my thoughts. Obviously, I'll give it like a few chapters before I really like know, but I'm hoping. I feel like I'm going to like it. From what people have said about the series, I feel like I'm going to like it. Okay, Sam has been asking me to pick up my camera for something because he wants to show you all something, so take it away.
Hi guys. I got my very own PR package.
Sam's, it wouldn't be your first PR package that you've got.
Maybe not. Just to me though.
Well,
like
it's technically not just
well, you're kind of mentioned in there, but it's like for me, let's be real. Tim Tam, our friends at Arnott's. Because they obviously know I like Tim Tams. Somehow they figured that out.
No, it was in a video.
I know, it's a joke.
Oh.
Obviously I like Tim Tams.
So I'm like, who watches my videos that works at Tim Tams?
Well, whoever works at Arnott's.
Arnott's.
Thank you.
Yeah. This video as well is like literally a book video, but Sam...
Oh, well, I just want to put this in there. Because I feel like it's really nice.
It is really nice.
So I really appreciate it.
No, please go.
Hi, Sophie. Okay, you're in there.
My name's first.
And Samba. We know it's cold outside, so we hope this delivery brings you warmth in the final month of winter. We heard that Sam's favourite dessert is Tim Tam. So rug up and indulge with a Tim Tam Slam. For those of you that don't know what a Tim Tam Slam is out there who aren't Aussie, hot chocolate or tea, make a tea, and then you can bite opposite ends of the Tim Tam off, like at a diagonal. I'll have to show you, really. And then you can, yeah, you can almost use it like a straw.
Yeah, and
so
you
you
get
suck
like
it through, so you get like a melted chocolate burst. It's awesome. But so I may have already eaten a packet.
It's because I haven't been filming for like a while, and so every single day Sam's like, please can we film it so I can eat a Tim Tam, but he had to open the packet.
They also got me chewy caramel cafe latte. I haven't had this flavour before.
Sure, you give a taste test.
Sweet and salty, inspired by Jats. Also never had that one. Super keen to try. And then obviously can't beat the double coat.
Double coat's probably my favourite. I love the double coat.
Caramel's good too.
Yeah, but sometimes I just feel like a Tim Tam, I like the classic, but like the double
coat. I didn't even realise as well, but
there's
there's 2 pairs of Tim Tam socks.
Oh.
One for each of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only one mug, so you didn't get a mug. Okay. Sorry.
You can have the mug.
This is the Tim Tam mug for the Tim Tam Slam. It also came with
Tim Tams. Oh, that's so cute. Little individually packed Tim Tams.
So yeah, once again, thanks very much to our friends over at Arnott's.
I want to know who watched the video.
No, but not even kidding. I was so stoked.
No, like this has made Sam's year.
Yeah, it has. It's so cool.
Are you gonna? You should try one. Try those 2. I've already had my dessert, but you haven't had dessert.
I opened 2 packets, but
yeah. Oh, true.
But then there's 2 open packets. You got to open one at a time.
Okay, well, which one do you?
I'll try one and then in a later video.
Which one do you feel like a crunchy biscuit or like a
you pick
caramel?
One. You pick one for me.
Ooh, I feel like this one.
Okay. Cafe latte.
Latte.
Oh, I smell coffee.
Whoa.
Why will these be good? Well, I'm standing way too close to the camera.
It's okay. You can stand front and center. This is your show. Whoa! I thought the caramel.
Yum.
Yum.
I didn't know this was in.
Me neither. I wonder if they knew.
Very good.
Anyway,
Thank you.
back to books.
Enough about books.
Hope you enjoyed that little segment. I'm gonna go to bed and start this book. It is Sunday today, and that normally means, well, as of last week, well, I try and do scrapbooking, well, what am I trying to say right now? I normally try and schedule in my scrapbooking for once every couple of weeks or at least once a month. But as of last week, G and I decided that as much as we can, like obviously if one of us is busy, that's completely fine, but we kind of want to try and make it a bit of like a Sunday routine. Go to either one of our houses and scrapbook together for the afternoon. So that's what we're doing this afternoon. I'm very excited. I'm currently just parked out front of Officeworks. I don't have a printer at home, so I just print all of my pictures and everything at Officeworks. I'm pretty much up to date with all my like lifey pages that I do in the scrapbook. I'm going to do my book pages, or like my book and YouTube pages of like all of the reads, which I haven't done in so long. So I've got heaps of books to print off, heaps of little pictures of books to print off, and then I'll like write my stars. I think it's just kind of fun to have a physical like thing that you can flick through. It's just like, it feels very satisfying. I feel like the feeling of like finishing a book and putting it on a bookshelf, or going into Goodreads and like putting red and then like your star rating, I feel like that is such a satisfying feeling. And I feel like this, cutting the little pictures out and sticking them in the scrapbook, is just that times 10. Like it just feels so satisfying. So today I'm going to do my book pages. I sent my documents to Officeworks, and then you just get little printer codes, and then you can just go print them yourself, which is gorgeous. You don't have to speak to anyone. And I also want to do my YouTube pages as well, so I thought I could just include it in this video because it still kind of feels bookish theme, bookish related. I also haven't done those pages in ages, so I had so many thumbnails that I printed off, so I love to stick them all in and then write like a little thing about the video. I just feel like it's like a fun, it's almost like romanticizing everything. Actually printing off photos, so it's not just on your phone. So I'm gonna head to G's after this, but I've got my scrapbook with me. I showed him my last week's video how thick it's getting, and that just makes me so happy. I just love it so much. Like this has quickly become my pride and joy. I just love it. It just feels so, I don't know, me, and like the fact that I've just got so many memories and photos and how I'm feeling all throughout the year. Like it's already fun to just go back through January and February. Like I'm so excited to do this at the end of the year. I wrote like a list of favorites, and then next to it I've got like a blank page, but with all, so I've got like color, food, song, artist, hobby, word, activity, drink, outfit, shoe, brand, season, book. And so I'm going to write all of my favorites at the end of the year and then compare them and see if any of them have changed or if they've stayed the same. I've got favorite color, red, food, yogurt bowls. I was going through such a big yogurt bowl phase. I'm definitely out of that phase now. Song, Unwritten. That was around the time when Anyone But You came out, so I was just like obsessed with that song. Artist, Taylor Swift. Hobby, reading. Word, peace. Activity, Pilates. Drink, matcha. Nothing's changed there. Outfit, white skirt and singlet. I still like that outfit, but I feel like it's definitely changed. Shoe, red and pink Sambas. I do still love those. Brand, dish, season, summer going into spring, or spring going into summer. I've done summer and then a little arrow in spring. Summer going into spring? Well, that doesn't happen. Spring and summer. And then book, Daisy Hates the Great Undoing. I still feel like a book hasn't beaten that. Has it? Have I read a better book this year? I feel like I haven't. Okay, got the printouts. There's all the books, and then YouTube thumbnails. I'm quite behind. It's been a while since I've done it. I kind of love like banking. What is happening with the sliding? I do kind of love banking them up and then getting to like print off a few and do it all at once. It just feels quite fun. Anyway, I'm gonna head to G's house now for really the most perfect Sunday afternoon. I'm very excited. I think I printed my books off too big.
Oh no.
They just like look a bit big compared to
don't
my
they?
And like a bit pixelated. Have you been listening to?
Yes, I'm obsessed with it.
What's your favorite song?
I have a few.
Okay, tell me.
I think my top 3.
Do you know
What's the first one?
Bed Chem?
I thought it was Bad Chem.
Oh, Taste. Local.
I love Taste.
I love Taste.
Did you watch
I'm
the
like,
music video?
Yeah. Insane, actually.
So good. The ending, like, actually I giggled.
Oh, no, me too. I'm like annoyed that that's like probably quite popular.
The most popular
but, like,
one.
I really love it.
Yeah, I love it.
I like Good Graces too.
I love Slim Pickens.
Yeah,
it's one of
it's
my
growing on
favorites.
me.
The way when she posts, it's like a celebrity post. You're like,
I'm like,
my gosh, what has she been up to? She's literally Blair Waldorf.
No, literally. Or I replied to a story and said, Daisy Hates, is that you?
I've cut out all my books. This is like so satisfying to be seeing them all small. And the last time I did a book page, get this, you won't believe it. My last page was April.
Whoa!
I know. This was my April reads page. This is the most books I've ever read in a month. It was 10 because I was like loving my Abby Jimenez and I really just like couldn't put anything down. That was also the reading holiday, so it makes sense because I got boom, boom, boom done in like a couple days. Anyways, so we're gonna flick so far through and then I'm just gonna start sticking. I'm not gonna do like a by the month. I'm just gonna be like, these are all the books that I've read recently. Catch up. Do you write your journal like as if you're talking to someone and like actually catching someone up?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I have too.
That's like kind of the only way to do it, surely.
Yeah, I agree. It's like, oh my gosh, it's been so long.
Because I figured like I'll be reading it.
Exactly.
So I'm talking to my future self.
Exactly. I sometimes think about my kids reading it.
Yeah, my kids might.
Yeah, no, Megan, no. I feel like I keep mine like pretty PG. Okay, whoa, getting way too excited. Update on Addicted to You. I am confused by this book. No, this is such a popular series, so I really don't want to say anything that offends anyone because I feel like I've just heard, well, so much about like low. I am on page 200 and I think there's like 354, so over halfway just. And I knew nothing about this before going in, so maybe that was like it was my bad. But I just don't know how to feel about this book. It's very addicting, I'll say that. It's not really your typical like love story and like, is it toxic? But there's also like a lot of kind of trauma bonding because they've grown up together. I can't work out how I feel about this book because it's been going so quickly. Like I feel like I picked the book up and I just read like quite a decent amount of it. Like it's been a couple of days, I'm already over halfway. I've really just been reading before bed. I want to know more, but equally I like don't. No, but I do. I can't work out my mind on this book. Like it's addicting. It is, but equally kind of frustrating. And also I'm like, the plot is just very interesting because I don't think I was going in with like set expectations of what I thought the book was going to be. I'm shocked. I didn't think I was going to be reading a book about a girl addicted to sex. I mean, hey, it's on the back. I just feel like I've heard so many people talk about this and I'm like, wow, this wouldn't be the type of book that I would have assumed those people would like. Do you know what I mean? I just didn't really expect how much it is about just like, it's from Lily Calloway, the main girl's perspective. And she's obviously addicted. I'm not hating it. Like I'm liking it, but I'm also like not. And I know that's like an 8-book series or something. Addicted series, recommended reading order. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think from what I've heard, again, I'm gonna sound like probably so stupid, but I just really don't know much about the series other than just I've heard a lot of people saying that it's good, but I'm assuming it's like different sisters, which I already want to know more about Rose, and I feel like they're kind of setting up like, is she the next book? I will say I am enjoying Low. I do love a bit of the mysterious vibe and just like the things that he says and how they just like interact. I am a fan of. I will say that. I am a big fan of. It's fascinating to me because it's not really like, I wouldn't say it's that spicy per se, like there's no like actual scenes, but it's just a lot about it. I feel like we're building up to something really bad is going to happen, so I'm intrigued to see how it ends, and I'm assuming it's not like a super happy ending, but if this is their only book, but is it their only book? I don't know. I just don't know anything, which is kind of fun. It's kind of fun to just like be going into even a very popular series not knowing much. I don't know, but I am enjoying it. I'm not making any sense, but I want to do a bit of reading tonight, so I don't know, I could finish it tonight. I will say the writing is just like incredibly easy to read. Like it doesn't feel like a hard read at all. I like the inner dialogue, but there's also like a good amount of dialogue. I don't know. Anyway, those are my thoughts, like what were they? Made no sense, but I just wanted to give an update because I just don't know. And I'm like, will I figure out my feelings in the last bit? I'm not sure. Anyway, that's my thoughts. 200 pages in. I like it, I guess. I don't know.
What are we unboxing?
I got a couple of book related parcels, so I thought we could open them together. This one is from Penguin Books, which is so cool. It's Taylor Swift theme. Hi Soph, we know you are enchanted by Taylor Swift, but do you know enough folklore to fill in every blank space? As you're done here. Answer every question. Only time will tell. Baby, let the games begin. Happy puzzling. And it has a little friendship bracelet. Do you want to try and guess some Taylor Swift puzzles?
I might do very well.
I don't think I do very well actually either.
She's dating Travis
Swiftie.
Kelce.
The Ultimate Taylor Swift Puzzle Book. Oh my gosh, these look hectic.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap out of that. That looks
Yeah,
too
no,
hard.
actually like would be shocked if I probably got even one of these. That is very fun. Thank you, Penguin. Penguin Books, you're kidding. And then this next parcel is something that I ordered and I'm so excited about it. This is a parcel I've been thinking about ever since I ordered it because I've just been so excited. Oh my gosh. So it's from Books with Jess, which is like a bookish themed merch, I would say, store in Australia, which I feel like is kind of uncommon. I feel like most of the cool bookish merch and bookish themed things are always in America. So either it's very, very expensive to ship to Australia or it takes weeks and weeks. I've got a couple of jumpers from her. The How's the Weather Parks jumper, if you've ever seen me wear that, that's from her. And the pink crew necks that the girls have, that the girls and I have for book club are also from Books with Jess. And oh my gosh, she recently came out with Magnolia Parks themed things, or some new ones, because she's always had a few, but these are some new t-shirts. I've got two of them because one is great. Oh, so there's Daisy themed, and then this one, which is the Magnolia themed. Look at all of that. We've got an English flag, a Bambi, a bee, a London bus, a bow, a teacup, Holland Park. Do you remember we went there? We like stood in front of Holland Park, and I was like, oh my gosh, one of my favorite books. She lives on this street. In London.
Really?
Same as I don't remember. It's fine. It really just stuck out to me because I was like, whoa, this is where Magnolia lives. Because she is real. You know what I'm saying? Wait, I want to put this on right now. Oh my gosh, I love it. This is a size large for anyone wondering. That's the fit of it. I love it. I love stuff like this because it's not like Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings, the book. It's just a little nod. So if anyone knows, they know, but it's almost just like a cute little English themed top. And you know how much I love England. This is just like me in a t-shirt. I also realized I didn't talk about me finishing my bookshelf makeover. I couldn't decide if I hated it or not. I think it was actually just because it was changed and it looked different, so I was like, do I hate this? It's now been a couple of days and it's really grown on me. Can't wait to feel like I'm having a great time slowly filling it because it just feels really satisfying. It just feels like a fun little project almost that I'm just like kind of always adding to and always working on. But I can't wait for it to be completely full. I feel like that'll just be so satisfying. But I am quite happy with what I did, I think. I'm not sure if I love this shelf, but I suppose it's just something that I can just continue playing around with, you know? Don't mind the mess on this table. It's kind of become my dumping ground. I thought we could choose my TBR for September, which I'm gonna start off small. I know some people set like, I don't actually know what most people set, like maybe 6 to 8 books or something that they want to read in the month. I feel like I read on average maybe 5 to 6 books a month, sometimes more, sometimes less, but that's probably the average. So I feel like maybe I'll pick 3 books that I want to read in the next month, and then the other 2 to 3 or more that I read can just be like, I feel like reading this, I'm going to read it. Wait, this is so much fun. I know a lot of people do like prompts, and maybe I can get into that the more I get into setting myself a bit of a TBR. Do I do some prompts? Okay, I'm literally just gonna Google TBR book prompts. Sure, generator. Random prompt generator. That's kind of fun. Pick any card. Oh, pick a card, any card, or spin a wheel. I think I'll pick a card and then maybe spin a wheel. 1 word title. Oh, okay. The only ones I'm seeing, Icebreaker, which I read like a chapter of, and then I was like, kind of softy enough that, and I just popped it here. Oh, I don't really think I'm in the mood for that. Or Collide. Is it like against the rules to be like, I don't like that one? Yeah, I'm getting another one. You know what? I make the rules. A book in a series. Okay, that's kind of fun. I can do Swift and Saddled because that's the second book after Done and Dusted. Or, I mean, I've got so many. I could like start a new series. 6 of Crows. I also have The Final Gambit, which is the third book in the Inheritance Game series I haven't read. I mean, so many. So Happens in the Night, Shatter Me. I feel like honestly most of these are in a series. I think I'm feeling Swift and Saddled. This is just like a fun, easy romance. And I did enjoy Done and Dusted. I feel like this could be a fun little palette cleanser. Okay, that's one. Wait, this is so much fun. I'm having such a good time. Okay, I'm gonna spin the wheel. Ooh, it's a wheel. Written by 2 authors? Do I even have any books that are written by 2 authors? I don't like that one. That requires too much research. A genre you don't usually read. That's fun. Do I even have any? Okay, this is something that's been on my TBR shelf for so long. Every single month I look at it and I'm just like, I'm too scared. It is a dystopian science fiction novel. Should I do this? I don't know. Wait, what was the prompt? I've forgotten the prompt. A genre you don't never usually read. He Had Been With Me, which I feel like is like a sad romance. Other than that, it's just like fantasy or romance, I feel. Get another one. Is this like against the rules? I make the rules. What am I talking about? Spin. It's just so fun spinning. A book that ends in an odd number of pages. See, that just requires so much admin. Like, no, sorry. I'm doing another one. Under 250 pages. Oh, summer romance. What's that? No, not that one. I don't even think I have any books. Okay, I'm gonna pick a card. I'm gonna go back to the card. Okay, purple cover. I'm seeing a few. I'm seeing Funny Story, which I still haven't read. I know. Criminal. Icebreaker. I mean, that's a purple spine. I obviously am not gonna go into this. I have not read any of this series. I just have that because I think Rach got 2 and she gave one to me. I can't remember. Or Another Love Story, which I do want to read. It's out of Another Love Story or Funny Story. I have been wanting to read this for so long. I think I'm going to do Funny Story. Seasonal, a book that suits the season you're currently in. Ooh. I mean, September 1st is like the start of spring. I feel like I'm going to have the perfect book for this. This feels spring-like to me. I'm not sure if it is. It's Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. Yeah, I think I'll do this one. Wait, that was so much fun. I'm doing that every month. To recap, I've only picked 3, so it's not a lot to recap. Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage. Second book in the series. Funny Story. I'm so excited about this one. I think this one is the one I'm most excited about. Happy Place is one of my favorite books ever. I'm so excited to start that. And then lastly, Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies for my spring read. I feel like these are all kind of like low-key seasonal. I mean, this one feels summery to me. Funny Story feels summery to me. I'm not sure if it actually is, but I feel like we're getting into the warmer weather, so that feels fitting. This feels spring-like. Again, not sure if it actually is, but it feels spring-like. And this one is just a cozy small town cowboy romance, and like that kind of always feels right, you know. Also, I don't know what to do because I want to edit and upload this vlog kind of today, but I'm only 80% through Addicted and it feels wrong to just leave you hanging with like, I'm not sure of my thoughts. I don't know, like, do I keep filming this until I finished it, but I want to upload this video. Okay, I'm up to like, it might take me a couple more days to finish this, and I'm just like, I want to get this video up. Okay, if I promise to continue talking about this in my next video after this, will that annoy you so much? I honestly feel like I've just yapped your ears off this vlog. I do just want to upload it. I will say, since the last time I updated you, there's been 1 or 2 characters introduced, and I'm really enjoying the extra characters. I'm liking that there's other characters and that they're kind of perceiving what's going on with their relationship, with Lily and Lo's relationship. I don't know, I'm enjoying it. Okay, I pinky promise that I'm going to talk about the ending and continue reading this in my next vlog. I promise I won't just leave you hanging, but I think I will end this vlog off here. I really hope you've enjoyed this bookish themed video, just doing book things with me. I had a great time filming it, so if you did enjoy it, please let me know. I'd love to do them like once a month or once every couple months or something. I just loved it. I feel like it's like all my little book hobbies in one video. But I'm gonna stop talking because, as I said, I think this vlog is very long. I've edited like a certain amount up to date and it's a long vlog. Really, I have a lot to say about books. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed again, and I will see you next week. Bye!